Hi there. Okay, so we are continuing to code our Flappy hedgehog, and in the last video, we coded our gliding bars to clone themselves, appear at the far end of the screen, glide slowly across the screen, and then delete themselves. Um, and what I'd like you to do right now is we're going to add a scoring variable so that every time that we pass a gliding bar, um, or approximately every time we pass a gliding bar, our score increases by one. So a lot of kids want to first start coding that by saying, like, when touching green or when touching gliding bar on the hedgehog, you would say when touching gliding bar, or when the gliding bar is touching the hedgehog, then change the score by one. But if you think about that, that doesn't really make sense because we talked about how you lose the game and we decided, now you could change your mind, but we decided that it makes sense for you to lose the game or lose a life or for your score to drop when you touch one of the obstacles because you're supposed to avoid the obstacles. So it doesn't really make sense that when you touch the obstacle, your score increases. So we have to find another way to do that. And your player is not going to know if your gliding bars are coming across the screen every 3 seconds. So we have wait 3 seconds here, and then it says glide 7 seconds to the player. Since it's spawning every 3 seconds, we could have the initial, could just like wait 7 seconds, and then as the first gliding bar passes the hedgehog, we could then change the score every 3 seconds, and it would appear when you're playing, as the gliding bars pass you, that your score increases, which is exactly what I did in this game. So if you look here, and the code here, it's just hide and the forever. Oh wait, we have the score on the hippo. Yeah. Okay. So this says when green flag clicked, forever set candy to 0. If touching color candy, change candy by 1, because this is because you're collecting candy. But we haven't done that in this game. Um, So that's how I kind of got around this. I had these heart candies that you're collecting, but if you're not going to have these heart candies, if you're just going to have the score be set by passing a gliding bar, you have to do it in such a way that it's a trick of timing and not a trick of touching something like a sensing block. I'm not sure if you understand what that means, but let me just show you how I set this up and you'll see how it works. So you guys know, you already know how to make a variable, so I'm not going to go over that again. I'm just going to show you what I set up already. So I clicked to make a variable and I made a variable called score. I used all capital letters and I coded this particular block. Let me just zoom in here so you can see how I put this together. So I just said, when green flag clicked, set score to 0. So it's always going to start at 0. And then I said, wait 8 seconds. So I think actually I'm going to wait 7 seconds because that's when I waited 7 seconds. Let's just take a look here. I waited, so yeah, 7 seconds. Um, to create the first clone, but it takes 3 seconds, but it takes 7 seconds for the clone to get over to the other side of the screen. So the first thing I'm going to do is wait 7 seconds, and then I'm going to put a forever wait 3 seconds, change the variable, change score by 1. And let's just take a look at how that works. Click the green flag, and we can just watch the score, and we'll see if that timing looks about right. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then let's drop. Yeah, that looks about right. So then it's every 3 seconds after that, my score goes up by 2, or 1 rather. You can have the score go up by more if you want every second. You can have it by a million every second if you want. Okay, so my hedgehog doesn't interact with my gliding bars yet because I didn't actually code to do that. So that's the next thing that we need to do. And you guys know how to do that. So I'm just going to go through it kind of quickly. If I go too fast, you can pause it or set the playback speed to a little bit slower. If you need more time to do your score variable, just click pause right now and you can do that score variable. Okay, so we're just going to continue. This is when green flag clicked. If touching color green, we need a forever. You guys could kind of like, you can feel this now, right? You're like, oh, okay, yeah, I know how to do this. We do sensing, touching color. We need an if touching color. And then we haven't decided what to do. If we're touching color, use the dropper. Oh, wait, hold on. All right, so what do we do when this happens? Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna just click view here. So we can click the little show button and then we can go back to the hedgehog and that way we can use the dropper tool to get the color correct. And then I can get that there. Don't try to guess on the color or use the sliders to do it because it's usually never quite correct. It's just off by like 1 pixel. It's touching color. Okay, so what do we want to do when this happens? Maybe we want the score. We just want to stop all. We can just stop everything. Like if you've got music playing, it'll stop the music. It'll stop the gliding of the bars. It'll stop the space bar from working. It'll stop everything. But if we want something to happen before that, like maybe say you lose, you can say anything you want. Try again. Okay, and then maybe you could have a really sad sound in here. Let's go to sounds and just see if there's a sound that we can pick up that's like a losing sound. Lose? What's this? That's pretty good. Okay, so we're going to pick that one. And then we go to play sound or start sound. Lose. And then stop all. We're just going to save now. Test that out. And I'm just going to run directly into writing cards to test it. Okay, so you notice that it still kept gliding a little while until the sound finished playing. So this says play sound until done, so it plays until the sound is done. If we do stop all before play sound, it's not going to play the sound because we're stopping all. So you could say, like, see what happens. You could do play and then say lose and then try again. I don't know. Well, you'd have to see how you feel about that. And let's just, for giggles, let's change our backdrop. Oh, this is a really long video. I'm going to stop right now. Okay. I don't want to overwhelm you guys.